Hello everyone, praise be Jesus and Mary. I am Maria Angela Jillian Iagiwat from Group 6, and today, me and my group mates will be presenting to you our topic, which is clinically and ecological importance of compounds. So what is it even about? Compounds hold significant importance both clinically and ecologically, shaping human health and the environment through complex chemical interactions. Their importance can be beneficial, such as in medicines and natural biological processes, or even harmful as in cases of environmental pollutants. Now let's head on over to the first part of our topic, which is the clinical importance of compounds. Under this, we have the natural products as therapeutic agents. Many of the most important drugs are derived or inspired by compounds originally found in nature. Our first example of this is cancer treatments. Paclitaxel, or known as Taxol, a potent anti-cancer drug, was first isolated from the bark of the Pacific yew tree, also known as the Taxus brevifolia. Vincristine and vinblastine, used to treat childhood leukemia and Hodgkin lymphoma, respectively, were discovered in the Madagascar periwinkle plant. Second, infectious diseases. The antibiotic penicillin, which revolutionized medicine in the 20th century, is derived from the fungus Penicillium notatum. The anti-malarial drug artemisinin was first isolated from the sweet wormwood plant, a long-standing traditional Chinese medicine. Third, pain management. Aspirin's origins trace back to the salicylic acid from the bark of the willow tree, which was used for centuries as an analgesic. Morphine, a powerful painkiller, is an alkaloid derived from the opium poppy. Fourth, cardiovascular health. Digoxin, a cardiac glycoside used to strengthen failing hearts, come from the foxglove plant. Lastly, Alzheimer's disease. Galantamine, an alkaloid from the snowdrop plant, is used to treat Alzheimer's disease. So that's all for the natural products of the therapeutic agents.
Good morning everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary. I am Samdi Rabaha, and today we will tackle about diagnostic and bioimaging. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, what is diagnostic and bioimaging? Diagnostic and bioimaging, these are fields with advanced techniques in order to create images of biological structure and processes, medical diagnosis, research, and treatment monitoring. So here are the examples of diagnostic bioimaging. We have X-rays, CT scans, MRI, ultrasounds, and DEXA scan. These are just a few examples of medical and structural imaging. Now, what is bioimaging? Bioimaging is a real-time visualization method for investigating the morphological details of tissues, serving as a useful tool for disease diagnosis and monitoring. It is a way of creating pictures. Now, let us proceed to the further example of diagnostic and bioimaging. We have contrast agent. These are the compounds that use an MRI to enhance image contrast, making it easier to visualize organs. Next, we have radioactive. These are used in positron emission tomography, or known as PET. Scans it is to track metabolic process. Example, glucose uptake by cancer cell. And lastly, we have reagents for blood tests. Compounds like enzymes and antibodies are used in clinical laboratory tests to detect and measure everything from cholesterol and blood sugar to infection markers. These are used for a wide array of tests on a blood sample. And that's it for our discussion. I hope you learned something.
Good day everyone, praise be Jesus and Mary. I am Tatlaya Amor Ardagundun and I'll be presenting to you all you need to know about chemical communication. The so-called language of life in ecosystems is largely chemical, with compounds mediating communication within and between species. Intra-specific communication are pheromones, a class of semi-chemicals are used by many species to communicate with other members of the same species. A well-known example is the sex pheromones, used by insects like the silk's moth to attract mates from a great distance. Interspecific interactions are many plants produces volatile organic compounds, in short VOCs, that attract specific polluters or in some cases attract the predators of the herbivores eating them. The chemical defenses of monarch butterflies, for example, are derived from the toxic compounds secreted from their milkweed host plants, making them unpalatable to predators. Allelopathy, some plants and microorganisms produce allelochemicals that inhibit the growth of nearby competitors. The walnut tree, which produces the compounds juglone, is a classic example of this process. Fun fact, ants talk using chemicals instead of words or sound. Ants release pheromones or special chemical signals to share information. They can mark trails for food, warn others of danger, or even signal their social status. If you ever see ants walking in a line, they're actually following a scent trail laid down by a fellow ant. I hope you learned something from my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Good morning everyone, I am Jasmine Andrea Biquetano and today I will be presenting the biogeochemical cycling and ecosystem function. Biogeochemical cycling and ecosystem functions are compounds are continuously recycled through the environment in biogeochemical cycles sustaining all life on Earth. Carbon cycle. Carbon cycle, in the process of photosynthesis, plants convert an atmospheric carbon dioxide into organic compounds which then store energy and serve as building blocks for life. Nitrogen cycle. Certain bacteria convert atmospheric nitrogen into biologically usable forms such as ammonia through nitrogen fixation. Without this process, plants would not have access to a critical component for building proteins and nucleic acids. Nutrient flow. The decomposition of organic matter by microorganisms releases essential nutrients like carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur back into the soil in forms that plants can absorb. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Adonis Cabo and today I'll be presenting Environmental Health Chemistry. The study of environmental chemicals reveals how the clinical and ecological spheres are intertwined. The chemical mixtures. Real-world exposure involves complex mixtures or chemicals, and their combined synergistic effects can be far more toxic than individual compounds alone. For example, the mixture of asbestos and cigarette smoke significantly increases the risk of lung cancer before the additive effects of each substance. Toxic interactions, microplastics, now ubiquitous in the environment, have been shown to act as carriers for the other pollutants, such as heavy metals. This can increase the uptake of these toxins into organisms, including fish and humans. Thank you.
Good morning, I am Rebe Parantar. Today, I am representing to you the sustainability in pharmaceuticals. The development of pharmaceuticals has major implications for the environment. Green chemistry. A key area of innovation is applying the principle of green chemistry to pharmaceutical manufacturing. This involves, first, maximizing atom economy, designing syntheses that incorporate all starting materials into the final product to reduce waste. Second, using safer solvents, moving away from volatile organic compounds (VOCs) and using more environmentally benign solvents such as water. Third, designing for degradation, developing new drug compounds that will break down into harmless product at the end of their life cycle. Thank you.